So here's what I'm going to be using to strip that paint. I've got this clean strip paint stripper. Hopefully it works. I have no idea. I've never used it. It's from Home Depot. I think this was 15 bucks. I got 2 of them. I think I'll probably only need 1 since all I'm doing is the hood. I've got some tape that I found on the ground. Yes, I hope it works. I'm going to just go around the outside edge because I'm not trying to strip underneath the hood. I never painted that. So I want to have like a nice clean edge going around it that I can just sand when I'm done. Then I've got this cheap drop cloth. Also found this on the ground. I don't pick up after myself very well. This is just, I don't know, some of the thinnest drop cloth you can get. I've had it for a long time because they sell it in 3 packs, which is way too much. Then I've got this old used paintbrush that I'm going to use to spread it on the hood. So let's see if this freaking works. So the real first step is putting on some tunes. I'm going to be listening to the Story So Far Is What You Don't See album. It's insane. Super good. 8 years old now. If you haven't heard it, I mean, come on, what are you doing? Alright, I'm going to clean it off real quick with some glass cleaner because honestly my truck has been sitting outside for a while now. Alright, it's all taped up. I'm gonna go get a respirator. I don't know if I really need one, but my dad always says all the best working products like this cause cancer, and I'm hoping that this works, so I should probably put a respirator on following that rule. Well, I got a respirator, and I started thinking, what would Big Sean say about this in 2015? I think he released a song about his thoughts on cancer. So I figured I should get myself some gloves. That way I don't get any of it on my hands and then get cancer. Man, this heat's making my hands sweaty. Putting on these gloves makes me feel like a Blink-182 album cover. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh wow. Now this is 220 grit. I wish I had some 150 or something, at least closer to, you know, closer to 40 grit, but this is all I have. So hopefully it works. So this medallion primer is what I will be using to primer this hood. This is some primer that I got from a local body shop. It was like 130 bucks. It's direct to metal. Hopefully it's better than the last stuff I got on eBay. I'll be bringing back the green Harbor Freight gun. This has a 1.4 tip. My Eastwood gun only has a 1.3. Since it's primer, I should probably have a bigger tip. This can suggests 1.4 to 1.8. I have a Harbor Freight gun that has a 1.8 tip, but it has a female, the gun itself has like female threads, and this 3M PPS adapter here is female threads, so I have to have male threads on the gun to use this PPS adapter, if that makes sense. So I basically have to use this gun unless I use my Eastwood, and the tip is smaller than they recommend. So it's going to be mixed 4 to 1. I'm going to mix it up real quick and then I'll get to spraying. So this gun is still spraying not that great. The paint has a little bit of texture. It's not coming out that fast. I'm wondering if that's just because the tip is, you know, kind of small on this gun. It sprays way better than that last primer I bought. So this one I think is on me. It's something going on with this gun or the way I have it set up or something. I'm not blaming this one on the primer. The instructions say to put on a couple of fairly wet coats, and they mean it. I noticed on my later coats, they're still drying. But when I laid those on, I noticed it laid out a lot smoother. When I laid it on thicker, which kind of makes sense anyway. But I did notice when I was cleaning this gun that the cap was kind of loose right there. So I didn't even think to check that before. I thought I had tightened it last time I put it away. Apparently I didn't. So maybe this would have turned out even better if I had actually left that cap tight. Here it is the next day. It's a little more orange peely than I originally thought it was. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a bit. I was gonna have to wet sand and polish out all those dust nibs anyway, so it's okay. I'm so happy with it.